Hi Aries, welcome to your September 7th Chakra Tarot Healing section. I'm Ajua. This reading is intended to root out and identify the true causes of all your imbalances, weaknesses, and misalignments in your chakra energy centers from your body, mind, and soul. So, for the sake of time, let's just get into it. And thank you for coming to the channel. I call on Divine Creator, Archangels, Spirit Guides, and Ancestors to use me as a medium to channel all the healing information meant for the people this is intended for. Thank you, Ashe. Okay, I've been shuffling and I'm almost ready here. My archangels, this are for Aries. Astrological sign of Aries for the month of September 2019. Thank you. Okay, I think we're done shuffling. Alright, so I'm gonna lay down the cards. Okay, so I'll cut them. Okay, so you got the first chakra, that is all about your foundation and survival. And then you got the second card, that's all about the sacral chakra, which is all about your passion and desires and things that you're going out for. The third chakra is all about the will, your willpower to do things. And then your fourth chakra is about your heart chakra. It's the center of unconditional love for self and for others, and how you deal with relationships and all that stuff, emotional being. Then the fifth chakra is all about your throat, and it's about self-expression, communication, how you're listening and dealing with all that aspect of your life. The sixth is your sixth sense, which is your spiritual eye. It is the chakra that takes you to your soul, spirit, your inner world, you can call that. It gives you discernment and wisdom and clarity in all situations. It's my favorite one because that's what gives you your psychic abilities and everything. And the seventh one is the crown chakra, which is the spiritual will. It's your connection to the whole universe and how you feel the oneness with all of things. So I'm gonna start turning them over. Don't forget, we're finding out all the root causes of your problems through your chakra system. So this is gonna be all about what's wrong. Okay, so in your first position, which is about your survival, you have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is all about relationships, soulmate relationships. That is good. That is spiritually connected also. In this position, well, it's a good card to be in your foundation. It might be something that you're trying to build on, a relationship with maybe a husband, a soulmate or something. But normally in the foundation, it should all be about finances and stuff like that. But it depends on what's going on in your life. So in this position, I said, depending on the other cards, we'll know if it's a good thing for you to be focusing on in your foundation or not. Because your foundation, like I said, is how you survive. So I don't know right now until I see all the other cards if it's a good position for you. Looking at your passion, you have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is about you going through so much and needing time to meditate and seclude yourself and finding rest and to contemplate on things that you've done. At this moment, I feel like this is a position where you should be feeling the desire and the passion to go after what you want. Things concerning childbirth, sexuality, just your whole drive is in this position. So if you need rest here, then something might be going on that you need rest so you can think clearly and meditate. And I guess it's connected to the first one about the soulmate, but we'll find out again. So yet again, sometimes it's not all about the action. Sometimes it's about you relaxing and going through this so that you would know your way forward. So it doesn't look so bad. It is not such a great thing either. So we'll see all what's going on, sorry, with the other cards. Then I'll decide if it's really negative or not. But it's not a place to be resting. So let's see. Let's move on to your willpower. Okay, so in your willpower in this position, you have the Ace of Staves. Ace of Staves is a brand new beginning. It's a good time for you to start something new, something creative, something that you're passionate about. For some of you, it could be childbirth. You could be pregnant or thinking about getting pregnant, or starting a whole new career. It doesn't have to necessarily be about a new business venture. It could be that you could be getting a promotion, or you're thinking about moving forward in something. That's a good card for this position because your willpower is all about your determination. It's about the kahunas that you have to go after what you want. It's your own personal power. What you need, that gut intuition, that gut feeling, that drive to push you. Well, the second chakra is about drive, but the third one is really about your will, your power. What can you do and what can you do? This is where you get your force, your full force to go. So it's a good card to be in this position. This one definitely I can say is a good position and doesn't need anything but just move on. Just continue what you're doing. For your fourth chakra, which is the heart center, you have the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is also about you parting from a situation that has been a stressful one for you, and it looks like a family. Maybe some of you are going through some sort of breakup, or you are getting into a calmer situation from a mental problem, like something that was stressing you out mentally, not a mental disease. I'm just talking about in a relationship with somebody, or any situation. You're just in a situation where you're moving from a stressful situation to a calmer situation where things are going to get better for you mentally and you can be calm about yourself. So there's an emotional turmoil that has gone on, I can tell, that is moving into a better transition. And I can see how this is connected to the first card about the soulmate card, or the relationship, and you getting a break from that. In the second, resting and trying to figure out what to do, and then in the fourth chakra, you are in a place where you are getting some peace of mind, moving into a calmer situation. So I'm seeing the connection here. Something is wrong, but in a way it is balancing itself out also. Okay, so in the 5th chakra, you have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is broken heart. A broken heart, a painful situation going on in your expression. This is bad. This is bad to be sticking out. This is how you're expressing yourself. You are so hurt about this relationship. Now it's connecting. You see, the story is making sense. You're moving away from it. You've moved away, but the broken heart is still there that you have to work on. And that's in your expression. It's so glaring. It's in your appearance. That's how you're communicating. You're talking to your friends about this heartbreak, this disappointment, you losing out on this situation, feeling so used and all this stuff. You're expressing this. You're talking about it a lot. And knowing Aries express themselves. They tell you what's up quickly. You know, so I know you're not keeping to yourself. It's out there. You're wearing it on your sleeve. This is a horrible card to be in your expression. Your expression, it's all about how you're appearing to everybody. Yes, it's not a bad thing for you to be sad about a situation and for people to know, or for you to be telling people when you're going through something bad. But this is a place of power where your image is here. This is how people are seeing you. This is how you want to portray yourself. This is what you're talking about. It is always good, if the person is not your therapist, someone that you trust, to not be talking about such deep stuff with everybody. That's one thing. And you should be exhibiting strength also, and finding a place where you can heal. So if you're expressing this, I personally think it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing, depending on how you're doing it, you know. Either way, chakras is all about what's going on deeper. So it is necessary for you to portray what you're here to do, sticking with your purpose. And when things like these happen, yes, they throw you off, but you have to find the strength to portray yourself in a way that keeps you composed and not look so broken. In this context, I suggest some healing things that needs to go on. You need to read, do some research, study new things that are unfamiliar to you, to gain more open-mindedness about everything, and to drag you from the emotional state to a more open awareness of things. I know that this sounds a little off for you, for someone that is going through emotional stuff, but this is a healing thing that's going to drag you from the pit of emotional stress. See, the more you start reading and looking at different things, new ideas come to you. It builds on your perspective. It gives you a different perspective. You can see things from different angles, and then all that will help you from staying in one single minded idea about what's going on with you. I wouldn't say go and read about romance, but if it helps heal, it's good. But things that will get you out of your pittiness or your sadness and all the stuff, go out, breathe some good fresh air, go to nature. Watch what you're listening to, what you're watching, so it doesn't trigger the sadness. That's what I'm saying. Exploring different things that has nothing to do with all this stuff, unless it's teaching you things about relationship and building things and stuff like that. You need to get into other worldly things that are going to get your mind off romance or heartbreaks and things like that. You have to find the zeal and new inspiration to dig your emotions into and to express yourself about. Nobody can get you out of a broken heart. Only you can. Keep some turquoise around you. Hold it in your hands for like 10 to 15 minutes while you take deep breaths into your heart space. You know, communicate positive things. Say positive things to yourself, affirmations to yourself in the morning. Get up, get dressed, feel good. You know, make yourself look pretty again, so you can feel desire about yourself. Because, you know, when most of us women and even men, when you're brokenhearted or going through something, you tend to fold yourself in your cover and just go to bed. You don't have the drive to go out and do anything. This is the time for you to do the opposite. Look your best. Go, you know, don't go and splurge on money, but go get you a few new things. Date yourself, go out, eat, do stuff like that. Drink some natural teas, peppermints, chamomile. They all calm you down, so you can ease all this pain, you know. Put some honey in it instead of sugar. Drink this tea before you go to sleep. Just relax and meditate. Get into nice hot baths, cleansing baths. Put sea salt in the water, so it will all relax and take all this negative energy from you that makes you feel so down. It's all about you rebooting your engines, you know. For you Aries specifically, it's always good when you work out, you know, get some adrenaline going. You know, it's a happy energy. Once you run, you get that energy boost, you feel good about yourself. It starts to make you, you know, have new drive and stuff like that. Let's move on to the sixth card, which is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a matured woman energy that's emotionally stable. You know, this woman has got all that she wants. Finances are in check. Her emotions are in check. She's wise. She understands life. She's a helper. She gives unconditionally. And this card, it doesn't necessarily mean it's for women. It's the energy. It's a feminine energy that can be embodied in both men and women. And this is in your sixth sense. So in your sixth sense, in your spiritual sense, you are visioning to be this type of person where you seem balanced and everything. This is the place where you visualize things that you want in your life. So you want to become this person. In your spirit, you are this emotionally balanced person that wants to give people all the guys, like the whole mother energy, you know, someone who's wise and all this stuff. This is the energy that you're embodying in your spiritual self, and you see that in your vision. It's a very good card for this position because of the situation going on emotionally, where broken heart and all this stuff is going on. If you are envisioning to get into this kind of state of being, then this is a very good placement for you to be, for you to be having a vision about. This is an embodiment of something powerful for you to be. This is a very good, wise energy for you to embody. So this is a very good one in this placement. The last card is the Knight of Staff. The Knight of Staffs is about a voyage. It's about traveling a little bit, going somewhere a little bit, maybe taking a cruise. And that's in your crown. So the Knight of Staffs, taking a trip over water, or even relocation in some cases, which will make sense because in your fourth position you're moving into calmer waters, calmer areas, which also indicates relocation here, moving away from the situation. And if in your crown it's still talking about going on some sort of cruise, you know, getting away from the situation over water, in your spiritual area, this is how the spirits are communicating with you. This is how you're feeling this oneness, unity with everything. Two things could be happening. Either you get some insights when you're traveling, cruising over water, when you go around the water, it helps you heal, or it makes you connect and feel like you're part of life. It helps to get you away from what is going on, or you basically have to probably make a move, get away from this whole situation. And that's something that's going on in your spirit, and how you're communicating to your guides, you know, or that's how the spirits are talking to you. Ideas that are coming to you, they are channeling from your crown, that you probably need to get away from this or take the trip. I think that this is a good placement for you to be connecting with the spirit. Since this is a form of healing situation that needs to happen right now in your life, I think it's a very good thing, because when you go around water, especially the ocean, it's a cleansing energy that comes over you. It gives you the calmness enough to think clearly, and for you to hear clearly and channel clearly. If I were you, for those of you who are not moving away from the situation, like moving even to a whole entire different city or country or whatever, and you are still living where you are, I would go to the beach and spend some time there, get in the water, and allow myself to calm down and listen to what's coming to me. You just have to surrender to the spirits, to your own spirit, so you can hear and feel what's going on, have, you know, the greater understanding overall. In this position is how you connect to the universe. Your ancestors talk to you through there, everything, you know, angels communicate to you through there. It is an open channel, that it's a place where you are not by yourself, you know. The 6 is about you going within to your own spirit. The 7 is about you feeling the oneness with everybody, you connecting with everybody. In this time, you need your guides, you need all the comforting energy that you desire to get you through this painful situation. So Aries, at this moment I realize that you need to be working on the 5th is the big issue. The 5th chakra, which is your expression, is a big issue. And with this situation, I don't see the first or the second chakra as a problem. I see it as what needs to happen. The situation at this moment in your life is all about a relationship that you're going through that has given you a broken heart. So you need to take time out to heal it, so that you can express yourself in a much powerful way. At this moment, I'm going to call on the archangels. I'm going to pull their cards and let them advise us more on what we need to do concerning this broken heart with my sisters and brothers, Aries. Thank you, archangels. After the archangels, we're going to channel some information from our ancestors. For those of you who are watching, that these messages are meant for. Some of your ancestors may have something to say to you. Thank you, archangels. Please use me as a guide. Give me 4 cards for Aries to help with the broken heart situation that is causing an imbalance in their chakras, letting us see the problem from the roots within the spiritual energies, and finding healing modalities that are going to help us gain some balance and realignment. Thank you so much. 2 more cards, archangels. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guidance. Sign of Aries. The first card that came out was, oh, we got 2. That's it. So we got our 4 cards for the Aries from the archangels. The first card is the moon cycles, which is Archangel Haniel. She says, notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. Let me read the card quickly. Bear with me, I would like to move on quicker, but it gives us detailed information on what exactly to do to help the situation. So it's always best to read the whole thing. So let's do it quickly. It says the full moon is a perfect time to release anything you are done with. The new moon is the time to focus on manifesting desires and intentions. And the evening before the full moon is an optimal time for healing. So the evening before the full moon, which was not too long ago. So the evening before the full moon is time to do healing. The full moon is a time for you to let go of things. And for recharging healing instruments such as crystals and oils. It's also for the night before the full moon. Okay. And notice how you feel in relationships to its cycles. As you discover the moon's connection with your vitality and moods, you'll be more in touch with its divine magic. So use the moon cycles to help you heal. Like he said, the night before the full moon, it's a good time to heal. The full moon itself, it's a good time to cut cords. Like in this situation, if you have to get away from it, it's a good time for you to, go through this. Stare at the moon. I moon gaze too. I just don't sun gaze. Stare at the moon, talk to the moon. Talk to the moon. Let it know what you need help with. I have talked to the moon so many times. I've manifested with the moon so many times. If you don't go out in the moon and stare at it, turn on a white candle and visualize and talk to your inner self about what you're going through. Okay, let's read through the cards quickly. That's what the angels are saying. for you to do, Aries. The second card is you know what to do. This Archangel Uriel, and she said, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. It's probably telling you to listen, like I said, pertaining to the 7th chakra. Listen to what you're channeling, what is coming to your thoughts, especially when you go by the water, to help you with this healing process. Let's read the card quickly and see what the angel is saying to us in much detail. Okay, come on. Bear with me. Alright, so it says you are far wiser than you realize, and your inner wisdom has already given you the answers that you seek. Embrace this knowledge and trust it. If you are doubtful, ask me to give you clear signs to validate your thoughts and ideas. I can also help you put your ideas into action and make decisions about the next steps to take. Just ask me and then be willing to work with me by taking action. See? So it makes sense where the Queen of Cups is in your spiritual eye, in your spiritual being. Your own being is speaking to you, telling you things that you need to do. That's why the angel is saying you already know what you need to do. Listen and take the actions. If you're not clear, it says call on him and he'll help you with that. Aries, so wise. Yeah, I know. I love Aries. They know what to say at the right time. That's another thing I know about Aries. The 4th card from the archangels is the chakra clearing. It's Archangel Metatron. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. Okay, let's find the card and read it quickly for more advice from the angels. Okay, bear with me, we're almost there. Okay, come on. Alright, there we go. Metatron uses sacred geometry shapes to clear and align the chakra energy centers in our bodies. Mentally ask Metatron to open your chakras, and he will gently send his Metatron cube. The shape pictured in the card illustration, this shape. Through the crown chakra at the top of your head, the cube rotates downward, cleaning psychic toxins from your body and chakras. When your chakras are clear, you feel more energized and have increased intuition. So that's what Archangel Metatron is saying, that you need to mentally picture him, picture the cube going through your chakras and him doing it. And that's how he's going to help you deal with the situation. The last card is Breathe by Archangel Raphael. It says, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. Interesting, huh? How the angels are telling you what I just told you to do. Very good. You need to breathe. It says, often during times of stress, you may unconsciously hold your breath. Yet, as you know, breath is essential to oxygenating your mind, body, spirit, and very life. Write a note to yourself to breathe as a reminder of the importance of invigorating yourself with deep and steady breaths. Make trips to places where fresh air is plentiful. You also notice an increase in air quality when you are near water, such as the beach or a lake, like I said. Even taking a shower or bath puts you in touch with the positive ions associated with water and air. So that's what Archangel Raphael is telling you to do. He's telling you to go near the ocean where there's lakes, water, and take deep breaths. I said go in nature. He said go by the water. Your spirit guides are actually telling you to go by the ocean and taking these deep breaths and channel the information that you need to channel. So we thank all the archangels for coming through for us and advising us for Aries. At this moment, I'm going to allow the ancestors to use me as a channel. My dear ancestors, I invite you to use me as a channel, as a medium, for any extra messages and advice that you have for Aries for the month of September 2019, in helping with their emotional heartbreak situation that is causing an imbalance in their chakras, in their expression. They need to be more powerful. It says, be steadfast in your actions. Don't waver in your thoughts. That's for someone. Jealousy isn't the answer. I hear that. January is a good time for relocation. I hear Jalissa happens to know everything. I don't know who that's for. I hear you are obsessed with bigotry and annoyance. I don't know what bigotry means actually, but that's for someone. It says overall your intuition is broken down by painful situations. Don't allow yourself to feel bitter. Migraines are a sign of overthinking. Get out of your head. Anything else, ancestors? I hear your devotion at your job will pay off. I guess these are for different people and different messages. I hear I love you, Jalissa or Jennifer, so clearly. Jalissa or Jennifer, I love you. I hear that so clearly. Opportunities are abound and coming to you. Anything else? I'd like to close the reading for the sake of time. I hear you're beautiful in and out. I guess someone out there doesn't feel they are beautiful enough. I hear Uncle Matthew is there for you. Introspection is needed for clarity. That's what I hear. Okay, my guides, I need to close off. Mighty ancestors, one last message and I'll have to close off. Thank you so much for coming to me, using me as a medium to pass on the information to the specific Aries that are here watching. Says the last thing I hear is, I am so indecisive but you are not. I don't know. It says that I should say it exactly this way and you would know who it is. I am so indecisive and you are not. I don't know. Joel, be safe. Instagram is not, it's not your thing, it's not your life, it's not your house. I don't know. Okay. Thank you, mighty ancestors. Thank you, spirit guides. Thank you, archangels. Thank you, Aries, for joining me. Work on your 5th chakra, your expression, work on it. Use all the healing modalities that I have given you and from the archangels. Stick with everything for at least 21 days until your next reading in October.